Here we are with the after session of Esper Genesis Season 3, Session 3, where, it has such a dramatic end. Oh, so great, so great. What a conversation between Argus and Tana, his Dendis companion. But my question, as always, is how did my players enjoy? Starting with ladies first, Dark Lovely, also known as the High Priestess, Princess, and now Space Mama Aura. Tell me, what were your session highlights?
Tell me, Space Mommy!
I swear that please let that
I,
not be a
I,
thing.
I will never say that again. I apologize.
Yes, High Priestess Aura, Breaker of Change, Birther of Ships.
Right?
Space Mommy! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'll shut up.
no more after that. Yeah.
I'm not.
Uh
Why
huh.
you?
Most
I'm
definitely.
Canadian, and I'm not sorry.
Yes. She
I
who is haunted
apologize for him.
by mysterious
for-
fingers behind her.
I apologize for his actions and my own, especially mine.
But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, please. Dark Lovely, tell me your session highlights.
I think I'm enjoying how absolutely ridiculous Aura's story is becoming, especially as we were working together to get that ship out of the other ship. I the whole time I was just like, well, this is going to be added to Aura's weird as shit repertoire of things that is going to be said back to her in professional context, professional settings, oh yeah, I've made some sort of history, and I'm just like, I am Space Mommy.
Yes, you have another title. Congratulations. All right, our Captain Jonathan T. Archer, tell me, Typhoon 44, what were your session highlights?
As always, enjoyed the conversation between the princess and her dad. I feel for that poor bastard.
Don't cause a scene with your sister. Well, tell her not to cause a scene.
Right? The bickering children never gets old when you're a parent.
Also, never stops either.
Right.
Between that and I see an evolution to the relationship between Argus and his short little I don't know what to call it, Dendis.
Yeah.
Master, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But there is definitely an evolution happening between them and their relationship.
Yes.
Truths touched on tonight for each of them.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I agree with you. It seems as if there is a schism forming, but I can't wait for us to get into that and see how that develops. Tonto Tomahawk, Sagaristio, tell me, what were your session highlights?
Well, let's see, session highlights. Yeah, I did like the little talk with Argus and Tana. Yeah, I could definitely see a little schism there, but it'll be interesting to see how that strengthens the bond later or breaks it. We'll see.
We will see. We will definitely see.
Let's see. There's a few other ones. I'd like us all coming together to finally, birth a ship and, Uncle Remus, no relation. So long as he doesn't start spewing off obscenities and speciesism.
So, does that not include Space Daddy Raylan?
We will get to Space Daddy Raylan in just a minute.
Space Daddy Raylan, Space Daddy Soggy, Space Daddy Argy.
No, I am Space Uncle.
Space Uncle Argy.
I was only partially involved in everything happening because I just gave you the juice to do what you had to do.
Does that make
I'm like the Viagra of the group.
Huh.
What?
Does that make Ori an ant? Is she a space ant now?
I mean, I'm basically the Viagra of the group at this point.
Oh, wow. See, that's the Telvin coming out of you right there. I'm sorry.
It's better than the other one.
Go
I mean,
ahead,
he was always hard to
Tonto.
begin with.
Also, I've been horny for a long time, so
There we go. Yeah, and I'm
um,
not editing that out. Go ahead, Tonto. What else, man?
let's see. Busting out the cousin, which we still haven't learned his name. We just been calling him cousin.
I know, right?
It's been perfect. It's just like, I don't care. Cousin, stop that.
Right?
there's
exactly.
so many of them.
Yes.
Stop being dumb.
You never want to admit the fact that you
Well-
forgot his name. It was like, your cousin...
Yeah.
BG. Right? Don't worry.
Your cousin something Sartori, yeah, we'll learn later.
Exactly.
I'm sure Sagaristio knows, he just refuses right now.
I will say that is the toughest thing when it comes to running sci-fi is the fact that there's these different naming conventions. And so it's not like you could just pull a regular human name like Susan or Carl, out of your back pocket. You're like, wait a minute, what's the naming conventions for the Prometheans again?
Whoa. Just do it like Star Wars does. Suzanne.
There it is.
David. Just make it very clearly the over-pronunciation of the parts of it.
Well,
Right?
they also have to add in, an apostrophe somewhere, so then you can do the over-pronunciation.
Exactly. Oh,
David.
but
Yeah, exactly.
Tonto, was there anything else?
Swan.
So after busting out the cousin there, and it's like, yeah, no, don't do bad things, or I'll throw you back in with the vault. I'll throw you back in with the cats.
Mm-hmm.
No, not that.
Yeah.
So why are you here? Parties, back to planet, and babies, marriage. I'm sorry, what?
Stuff. Stuff.
I heard nothing about babies. I heard procreation.
It's
Implied.
it's very much implied because Prometheans, well, we can just bioengineer stuff, so you can jizz in a cup and bam, and make a baby out of it.
Mm-hmm. So why do you have a population problem?
Apparently, there's not enough people jizzing in cups.
That seems like a different kind of problem.
I'm thinking it's a manufacturing problem with the cups.
And
They're
Draco,
leaking.
you were worried about the rating.
Well, first of all, we're not in main session right now. This is the
No.
afterthoughts.
Yeah, this is the after session. This is like not rated whatsoever.
And first of all, Cobalt, how many of these have you actually published?
Like, at least 2. I'm getting there.
Oh man, you got like 2 more seasons to go through.
So 3 seasons, and we're only 2 posted after credit stuff.
All right, listen, when you guys get your channels going, all right, I'm expecting to see a way better posting schedule from y'all then. Uh-huh.
I'll
Oh,
make no problem.
so,
I have no problems with age restricting shit.
Alloy,
Hello.
your session highlight?
Everything about Jill.
You said,
I mean, like, I feel like she was just Jill.
uh-huh.
Yeah, she was just an underappreciated gem in the rough for the last little bit. It was funny to actually. I really did enjoy the Keshian tribunal, the trial. Sorry, and just Aura being like, "Y'all blaming me for y'all fuckeries? Like, what the fuck?"
Right?
and then like finding out that Tana's a war criminal now, like officially a war criminal.
Yeah.
Which is funny because Sagaristio did help her with the cannon.
Right.
Yes, but it was technically her. It was technically her design.
For sheer sake
but-
of pride, you were not mentioned, and so you were thus spared.
I'd also like to point out my character grew up in Denda society, which is like technology advanced beyond most other civilizations at this point.
Mhm.
Your guys' stuff is rudimentary to us, but apparently it's not part of the Accords,
For Vol.
especially for Vol. My other next highlight was busting second cousin out of prison.
That's gonna be his name now, second cousin.
It's a cousin, yeah.
Right?
I don't have-
It was-
Is there another? No, his name is Second.
Oh, stop it. Okay.
Second. Secone.
It's
Oh,
like pecan, but he's second.
most definitely.
Just take out the D because apparently he doesn't have that. He's
Yeah.
just-
Second.
Yeah, second.
Yes,
Yeah.
What an eat. It's a cone.
It's a
But
cone.
like him and his desperate phone call to his cousin being like, "Bro, you got to get out of me. They're saying shit, and I don't understand what it means." And the translation's like, "Little bitch," and he is like, "Oh no, I don't know," and just dies.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, they're just afraid of you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's totally what it means.
And so
I
Soggy and
can't
Raylan
believe you
show up,
guys
and
did that.
Soggy and Raylan
Together.
show up, and they're kind of like, "So we're here to get somebody out of here," and they're like,
Yeah,
"I don't
10,000.
know what you're talking about." Yeah, no,
Yeah, 10,000.
Mhm.
Yeah, no,
that,
we're gonna. No.
that was probably my whole favorite scene, and then it was like 2 fish popsicles. And just silly shit was what was really my highlights tonight.
I am glad. But last but definitely not least, Master Draco, Rylan Bravestride, tell me, what were your session highlights?
I already went.
When?
Yeah, Ty already went.
Okay.
Yo.
I had a brain fart. Anyway, yeah.
I mean, dude, we always leave you till last. How
Yeah,
did you-
dude, it's in the contract, all right? You said you always go last.
That is the one clause. Birthing a bioship, beautiful. Finally, bioship, great. Jailbreak, not really jailbreak, more like, hey, you fucking suck at your job. You neglected your prisoner.
It's called being an attorney.
It's called being Big Chief.
He got that big chief energy, y'all.
Hey, Dirkishin, how are you?
It's the tail that's
No, that's your energy.
Ah, thank you. But anyway, what else, Draco?
Progressing the story now.
Okay.
Oh, also, honorable mention to having Cynthia, the Drake ship.
I've returned from the abyss. I'm a gun?
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna share my memories with you. And I was like, okay, well, what happened? And I was like literally going through like the second season, right? The first and second season, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about Cynthia's Revenge, you know? So that was great to bring back.
How did you forget about his namesake rifle for half of a goddamn season?
You know, he hasn't used it for a little bit, okay? He just hasn't used it, all right? I'm juggling a lot of plates here.
Cobalt?
Yes.
It's yours fault.
Your point being what?
My point being, you have literally cornered him to being low tech for this entire last season.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your fault that Cynthia's Revenge was forgotten by your own brain.
Yeah.
You literally pushed him to a corner of limited equipment and just forgot about it. For God's sakes, in season 2, you forgot about Tana's name entirely.
That was only for about 2.5 sessions, maybe.
Oh, only.
Not to mention, honestly, I had never anticipated him going for the Aether Storm bow.
And yet you pushed it so hard to be a cultural artifact for us.
So if that's all I gotta do to have you guys go after it, all right, guys, welcome to Aria 7. There is a singular cultural artifact within the sea.
No. Take a step back, because you say it was like, oh, well, these tribes will only believe you if you find this rare artifact bow that nobody believes in, and then he actually shows up with it, and you're kind of like, oh, you're stuck with it now.
That was his choice. He could have tossed it or just put it up on his mantle.
I'm done talking with you for tonight.
Okay. But with that, some of my favorite moments was also the birthing of Cynthia's egg. Definitely.
About fucking time!
Pretty much. That was a long time in coming, but I love the fact that you guys were all together for that. And you guys had a chance to kind of commune with the core stones. I love the fact that, you know, Archer was like, come on, guys, let's go. Let's go. I'm communicating with y'all. Let's go. All right, but at the same time, he's like doing all this work with Jill on lying on him asleep. Beautiful thing, you know, till stuff started floating, and he's like, take her. Things are getting weird.
Turning into witchcraft.
All right, and so the stuff going on with Jill, beautiful thing. Um, and lastly, I'm glad that you guys have gotten to Aria 7. And I can't wait for next week's sessions when you guys are going to go ahead and find and restore and fly the basilisks. All right, it's going to be a great time. And so, unless there's something else anyone would like to add, we're all going to get some much needed sleep. Anyone got anything else to add?
Anyone else feel like this is like foreshadowing to our doom?
Shh, stop reading my notes.
Always.
Yeah.
Okay, good. It's not just me.
Every session, I feel like we're gonna die.
What? Did nobody
Even if we
die
don't do
this
anything.
session?
Yeah, nobody died except for maybe someone's pride, but that's what happens when you're second cousin.
Exactly.
But that's just it. That's the thing that bothers us. There was no attempt at anybody's life. It's just going to be twice as hard next level. It's like Dark Souls. If someone doesn't die regularly, it just gets harder.
Well, we will see. We will see. Who knows what's awaiting you down there on Aria 7? Aside from the basilisk, all right, a beautiful ship that just needs a little bit of love, all right, and then boom, you guys are going to get paid out. It's going to be easy.
As long as it's not the po-po. Good night.
Exactly. Good night.
Bye.